Hey love bugs, I'm Ashley B. Deck. Today's going to be a super beginner friendly install courtesy of Nadula. Love Nadula, been working with them for years, and today they sent me over this beautiful curly closure lace wig. What's so special is number one, this one is pre-cut, so you don't have to cut the lace off at all. When I take her out the box, and you'll see in just a moment, the lace is already cut off. She's already set as a center part, so it's literally one of those ones, just take it out the box, put it on, and go. Of course, I'm going to give you a little bit of finesse. I'm going to show you how I got from the box to this point, but I do love the fact that this is going to be like the epitome of beginner friendly for those of us who just don't want to put in the work or just are a little bit less experienced with installing wigs. And then even better, the second great thing about this one is that we are rocking her glueless. So not only did it not come with extra lace for us to cut, it also came with the lace to fit our heads like a glove. So we are going for a glueless install today. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this tutorial. Now let's jump right into it. Okay, my babies, let's jump right into the install. You guys already know when I'm in a good mood, the hair is gonna come out bomb and flawless. They gave me tons of goodies, which I'll show at the end of the video, but this is the star of the show here. This is from Nadula, and she is a pre-cut lace closure wig. And as you guys can see, pre-cut literally means no extra lace. You don't have to cut anything off. The cap is breathable. The texture is jerry curly. She's absolutely gorgeous, and you've already seen in the intro that this is going to be so fire. So I'm going to start off by prepping the wig. I'm just going to take a foundation powder, the same one that I typically use along the hairline in all my tutorials, and I'm just going to buff this inside the lace. This is going to help the lace to warm up and match my complexion. That way there's less to do. You guys know I'm extra, so I'm still going to do a little extra at the end, but it's always great to prep your wigs. This one also came with an adjustable elastic band for a little bit of extra support. I apply that first, and then I put the rest of the wig on, and this is what she looks like on. So the first thing you can notice is that she fits glueless. Don't have to install. The install literally is already done. Now you can obviously see that the lace is super warm, and that's because I buffed an excess amount of the foundation powder in the lace, but you guys will see me kind of like rub that away as I install or style the wig. And this is what she looks like from the back. I love the curl pattern on this one. The jerry curl looks absolutely gorgeous, and it's kind of been my favorite over just regular curly lately. I don't know why. Here I'm flexing and showing you that she fits glueless. There is a little piece on the side that kind of was sticking up, so I went ahead and cut that off, and that helped the wig to remain, you know, glueless without any bulk. If your head is bigger than mine, you probably need that little piece over there, so I'm not even going to clock you on that one. As far as like the specs on the wig, this one is a 6 by 4.5 how do you say it? 6 by 4.5 closure lace wig, and then the density is 180% density. You can always get this as a 4 by 4 closure wig, 180% density, or you can get it as a 4 by 4 closure with 150% density if you want it a little bit more thin and natural. You guys know I'm not going for natural at all. Here I am using the Dynamic Duo. I'm just using a wax stick, and as you guys can see, as I added that product, all of that extra powder that was along the hairline, that brown powder, is literally disappearing right before your eyes. So don't get nervous if you like get powder or anything on there. As you go ahead and style and, you know, customize your wig, it literally will just go away. I am making sure that the hairline as well as the parting looks super flat. I don't like bulk in my parting or the hairline, just because it to me gives more of a wiggy, like bulky effect in the end. Although it's glueless, I did opt for a little bit of baby hair. I thought it would be super complimentary to the curls in this one, and I am going to use the edge control from BWD.com to set these off. I just went ahead and separated like a nice amount of the hair along the front, keeping it kind of thin, and then also cutting it super duper duper short. I did not have to go in and like customize or tweeze anything out. And again, the wig is not bonded down, so as I'm adding this product, there is no adhesion or no stickiness to my edge control, so it's not gonna like bond the hair down or anything like that. It's just going ahead and forming the baby hair. Next, I'm going to do like the melting method with the mousse, and I'm just adding a generous amount of mousse along the hairline before I go ahead and add the melt belt. If you want to skip the mousse step, you can, and you can still just add the melt belt. It just helps the lace to kind of like meet, greet, and marry your hairline, and that way it gets like super thin and flat. Or you can substitute the mousse for spritz, and that always is a great idea as well. Here I am just saturating the hair and then combing it out. I like to do a good detangle just to make sure that like there are no kinks, and you know, my man can rub his fingers through my hair if he wants to. And this is what it looks like when it's combed out with just water on one side and just in its natural state, a little bit damp on the opposite. I'm going to go ahead and comb out the opposite side as well. And it's nice, big, and fluffy. I love the look of the fluffy, so this is definitely one way to style the hair throughout your journey with your unit. Don't just wear it in one way. Try to find ways to wear it in multiple ways throughout, you know, day to day. So I'm going to use a product on here that I don't use too often. I believe I've used this here before, but this is an S curl, like curl activator. It's a TBT, a throwback moment. We definitely all had this at the crib in the 90s. Mom's used it on her short curly hair when she got her little haircut. And then it was a staple in my brother's curly hair routine when my mom used to do his hair. And even like when he got into like high school and her teaching him how to do his own hair, he always uses and it activated his curls beautifully without having to use like a curl kit or anything. And so I figured it would work good on these curls. And as you guys can see, it did. The curls in its natural state versus the curls with the S curl are literally two different styles. So this helps to give a little bit of versatility. Of course, the dimming brush helped as well, but I think the curls with the dimming brush look absolutely beautiful. So it's nice to do the natural curls sometimes and then like clump the curls and do dimming curls sometimes as well. Here I am just tinting the lace. Yes, we did it already, but I like mine to pop. So I'm using that Too Faced concealer that I've been using lately. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of powder in the hairline. Also, this one comes in lengths 14 through 26, so you can get it shorter or longer. All the details on mine are in the description box. Okay, babies, really quickly, I want to share this one with you. This is the result, and of course, we went glueless. So my two favorite things about this one are, number one, glueless install, fits like a glove and we don't have to bond anything down. And then also number two is that it came pre-cut, and you know, that's always going to make it easier. It did already come set as a center part. And I do love that for me, but I did go ahead and extend the parting. So they put it as a center part, but a lot of times companies will give you like a little bit of part, like pre-parted, and then I'll like push the rest back. But I like to take every inch of parting space I can get. So one thing we did do was we did the little trick with the mousse. I've showed you guys this in a video in the past. Thank you so much, sweet girl. She brought me some tape. One thing that I've done in the past is the mousse trick, and what I like about the mousse trick is you're able to literally use the mousse paired with like a wig band or a melt belt. I do sell them, shameless plug, but you pair these together. So if like you want to do a glueless install, but you want that lace to look like it's super pressed into your skin, and you want it to kind of like melt, but you don't want to use like your actual like adhesive, even if it's a non-glue adhesive, you can use mousse. And as you guys can see, it didn't leave it sticky, it didn't leave any residue. It literally would just, you just put a generous amount on top, and then you put this on, and then you continue with, you know, installing and styling your wig. And then once you think it's dry, you can go ahead and remove the melt belt, and it makes it look and feel melted. Now okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of foundation powder. Also, if you don't want to use the mousse trick, you can also use like the spritz trick, and the spritz trick is like the same thing, where you kind of just will press a little bit of that spritz along the lace. I personally feel like spritz doesn't bond my wig down the way I need it to, like if the wig does not fit glueless, but spritz does make it look bonded down. So it doesn't hold up or last like the Even or something like that, but again, it gives the look of it. So if the wig is already glueless, it'll definitely like bring it home and make it just look more melted. And you see how amazing that looks. And you can use a more, I've been using these compact or these Sonia Kashuk brushes, and I feel like they don't work as best as I think those other ones that I used to use for Eagle Tools. So this one did come from Nadula. If you have any questions, usually they're answered in the description box, as far as like a link to this and all the details from the company, as well as like all the products that we use, and I'll even include this product here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around this far in the video. If you're here still at the end of the video, I appreciate you so much, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.